Hi, welcome to our time together. We're going to start actually in the standing up position. So get comfortable with your mat on the ground. If you'd like to have blocks, having them prepared on the side. Allow the feet to be about hip width distances apart. If you have questions on that, making fists with your hands, bringing them together, and noticing that will be about hip width distance apart. Allowing the feet to be firmly planted, noticing the ground beneath you. Activating the legs. So with the feet, noticing the feet, allowing that energy to travel up through the legs and noticing that consciousness, noticing the legs internally rotating around the thighs. Core will become engaged then, allowing the spine to be straight and supported. Allow the heart to soften. You can broaden across the collarbone, allowing your hands to come to your sides, palms can face up. And if you'd like, you feel comfortable in doing so in your space, allowing your eyes to close or your gaze to soften, whichever you prefer, and allowing the crown of the head as if it is being pulled up by a string. So the full body from the crown of the head down the neck, all the way down the spine to the tailbone. One straight line. Again, that core is engaged and that will help improve the posture. If you're still having any kind of moments here where you're feeling that your posture isn't aligned, allowing the shoulders to come up and allowing them to drop back down, opening up the heart a little bit more, opening up the chest a little bit more. Palms again, fingers are going to be active, facing out, so the palms are really active as well. And taking a moment here, connecting to the breath, beginning to come internal. Noticing the inhale and noticing the exhale. Inhale, great big breath in, really allowing fresh, clean oxygen to come into the body. And on the exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves you, letting go of anything that is outside of you, releasing the to-do list, releasing anything that might be bubbling up, and just letting it go for our brief time together. It'll be there if you really need to pick it back up, or you can just leave it there at the end of our time. Again, great big inhale in, breathing in fresh, clean oxygen. And exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves you. Inhale, fresh, clean oxygen. And exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves you. At this moment, noticing where your body might be holding any tension. Maybe it's around your forehead, maybe it's around your eyes, your jaw, your chin, maybe your hips or the back of your shoulders. And this time when you bring in fresh, clean oxygen, bringing in that oxygen, allowing it to go to that place of tension, gripping. And on the exhale, allowing that muscle to release a little bit, letting go of that gripping, letting go of that tension, allowing it to relax just a little bit. And noticing how your breath feels. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it shaky? Is it smooth? Putting your awareness to the soles of the feet once more and noticing how the ground is there beneath you. The ground is there to support you, ground you, stable you. It allows you to maintain balance. That feeling of security, safety, groundedness, being able to stand on your own 2 feet, recognizing that for a brief moment. And you're able to take that with you in each of our postures, standing postures today, as well as off the mat, noticing that earth beneath you, being able to stand your ground throughout your day, your week, your month, your year. And great big inhale. We're going to inhale in for the count of 4, and we'll go ahead and exhale, exhaling out to the count of 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Great big inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. One more round. Great big inhale. 2, 3, and 4. Pausing and holding. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Returning to your normal breath pattern, or if you'd like, you continue to allow that heart rate to slow, to soften, to quiet the mind with a longer inhale and a longer exhale. Just noticing how the breath feels. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it shaky? Is it smooth? Always being conscious of each inhale and each exhale brings you back into the present moment. Noticing how your breath changes depending on circumstance and always returning back to it, returning back to that present moment, allowing the mind to still and calm. So for anyone that would like to set an intention, it could be a thought, a word, a prayer, a mantra, really anything at all that you want to use as your mental reference point. It helps with a number of things. Placing your hands, allowing them to go all the way overhead. Great big inhale in, thinking on that intention. Exhale, bringing those hands to heart center. Inhaling once more, really sealing that intention with a great big inhale, allowing that intention to come in. Exhale, sealing the intention, allowing the crown of the head to come forward towards the palms. Inhale, allow the head to return back to center. One great big inhale in. And with an exhale, allowing the hands to go back to your sides and allowing your eyes, your gaze to return back into the room. So if you're softened, you can go ahead and come back to the room. And if your eyes are closed, allowing them to open. Awesome. So welcome back. Taking note once more, maybe even rock side to side, noticing the earth beneath you, noticing the points of the feet where they are melting onto the mat. They are actually connected to the mat. Maybe even lift up your toes just to get a little added bonus. All right. Go ahead, allowing the arms to come all the way up overhead. Gaze can follow. Exhale, bringing the hands back down to your side. Just warming up the body. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Gaze follows. Exhale, chin can come into chest. You can even, in fact, look down if you would like a slight modification. Inhale once more, arms all the way up overhead. Gaze follows. And on an exhale, let's take it to the right. Opening up the side. Inhale, back in the center. Exhale, taking it to the left, opening up at the right side this time. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, allowing the hands to come back down. And while we're doing this, ensuring that those feet are not moving. So the legs are still active, the thighs are still internally rotating, and the feet are strong and grounded. In fact, engaging that core as those thighs energetically turn in, the core is likely to engage. So just referencing that while we're doing these upper body, opening up the upper body. The lower body is in fact staying grounded and supported. Taking the right arm, allowing it to come across, and taking the left arm, interlacing it here, and give yourself a slight twist. The gaze goes over towards the left side. The right hand is facing out. Nothing forced here, just an early warm up to our practice and time together. Breathing in, and on an exhale, releasing, coming back into center. Left arm this time comes across towards the right. Right arm interlaces. And this time, the left arm is going to go towards the right, and give yourself a subtle body twist. Again, those feet remain grounded. Try to keep your hips grounded as well. So those hip pointers start pointing straight ahead. Exhale, returning back to center. Taking the arms all the way up overhead. Great big inhale. Exhale, taking it to the left. Inhale, back in the center. Exhale, taking it to the right. Inhale, back in the center. Arms coming all the way back down. Okay. Taking the left hand, allowing it to come around. So as if you're about to touch the right side, and the right side is going to twist as well. So you're going towards the left. Left hand is behind, right hand is on the side of the left through the front. Great big inhale in. Exhale, releasing, returning back into center. Same thing, opposite side. Right hand's going to come around. So you can see my right fingers here. Left hand coming towards that right hip and giving yourself a nice little twist here. Remembering to stay grounded with the legs. Great big inhale in. Exhale, returning to center. Arms are going to come all the way out in front of you, interlacing them, allowing the arms to come all the way up overhead, biceps to ears. Exhale, returning to center. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead, biceps to ears. Exhale, returning to center. Great. Taking the hands, we're going to switch up that interlace. So you had it one way, but make it a little wonky, switch it up to the other way. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead, biceps to ears. Exhale, returning back into center. Core is engaged, thighs are energetically pulling in towards each other. Inhale, lifting the arms all the way up overhead, biceps to ears. Exhale, returning back into center. Great. We're going to take the hands, interlacing behind the back this time, noticing the interlace because we will, what we do on one side, we want to do to the other. So we will do this with the reverse. So on the inhale, as if the arms, the elbows are getting pulled up towards the sky, it's okay to come forward here. So getting a little bit more mobility. Exhale, returning back down. Again, strings on those elbows that are pulling them up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, returning back to center. So noticing the grip in the hands and switching up that interlace within those fingertips. Keeping balance, what we do on one side, we want to do to the other. So in fact, I will just turn around. So again, elbows as if they're getting pulled up by strings. And exhale, back down. Inhale. Exhale, returning back to center. All right. So coming back, you guys are likely at the front of your mats. We'll do a full inhale, lifting all the way up, arms go overhead. You can even give yourself a slight back bend. Exhale, we're going to swan dive down, arms coming all the way to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, hands coming to the shins. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, arms overhead. If you'd like to do a slight back bend and that's part of your practice, you can go for that. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Warming up those legs, really. Now let's just take a moment here to hang. And if you'd like, letting those legs go forwards and back, opening up the quads, the glutes, the thighs, giving yourself a nice little hamstring opener. Arms dangling. You can rock side to side. You can rock forwards and back. Just ragdolling it out, allowing gravity to do the work for you here. And your hands, if you'd like, you can bring them to your elbows if that makes you feel more comfortable. Again, rocking side to side, forwards and back if you'd like. And maybe you say yes with your head. Maybe you say no with your head. All right, coming into stillness. Maybe you notice, yep, indeed, there's a little bit of openings being created in those legs and in the back. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, lifting all the way up. All right. One moment as I didn't think through my hair. Okay. So since we are pretty well grounded, let's go ahead and start our day off with placing that right foot in front of us, lifting up those toes, feeling the earth beneath it, taking the left leg Finding your drishti or your point of reference, finding something that is unmoving and unchanging if you have any kind of balance or difficulty, and taking the left leg, bringing it to our ankle, shin, or maybe all the way up to the thigh. The only place you don't want it to go is on that knee. Knees, joints, always vulnerable areas. So always being conscious of vulnerable areas physically and mentally. So take a notice of that. Engaging the core, softening the heart or broadening the shoulders. Your hands can be on your side or they can come to heart center. Or if you'd like, you can extend them all the way out for full tree. Again, noticing that core is engaged and finding that drishti, staring at that unmovable, unchanged object. That right leg is grounded, rooted, and secure on the mat. Breathing here, connecting to the breath. All right. If your hands are extended, you can go ahead and bring them together, bring the palms together, bring them into heart center. Allow the hands to come to your side, then gracefully release that left leg. All right. Now the left leg's turn. So lifting up those toes, noticing the earth beneath the sole of the foot. Noticing how that feels, activating the leg, energetically pulling in the thigh into internally rotating the thigh, engaging the core, softening the heart, broadening the shoulders. Taking the right leg, bringing it to right around your ankle, on your shin, or you can bring it all the way up. Again, finding that drishti really does help, that unmovable, unchanging point of reference outside of you that you can stare at. And once you get comfortable here, hands can come to your sides, they can come to heart center, or they can be fully extended all the way up, engaging that core. And it's so interesting because sometimes our right is more grounded and rooted than our left. And you can notice which side of the body is out of balance. For me, I'm feeling a little bit wobbly on this side versus the other. So taking note, each side can feel different each and every day. Breathing in and exhaling. Don't forget to smile. And you can bring your hands to heart center, bring them all the way down, allowing them to go gracefully and releasing the right foot. All right, awesome. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that once more. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms are going to come all the way up. And exhale, they're coming into center. So we'll do eagle again since we just did a successful tree sequence. Let's go ahead and do eagle. So for eagle, we're going to allow that right foot to become grounded, rooted, and secure. Taking the left, allowing it to come over top of the right, interlacing if you allow. It's okay if you're just like this and you're working your way into a full eagle. Go ahead and have eagle legs with wrapping that left leg around the right. So with the right leg down, we'll take the right hand, allowing it to be grounded, taking the left and bringing it across, palms come in together. Breathing in. If you'd like, you can fold into it and come up. Modification. Breathing here. And if you'd like, you can fold into it and come up. Exhale, we'll go ahead and release the arms and release the legs. Fabulous. What we do on one side, we do to the other. So left foot's coming down. Left foot is grounded, rooted, and secure, leg active, thighs internally rotated for the moment. We're going to take the right leg, bring it over top of the left, allowing that right foot, if possible, to interlace around that left leg. It's okay if you're working your way there and you're like so, perfectly all right. Arms coming out. And since we have the left leg down, we'll take the left leg in front and the right leg coming in front on top of the left. Interlacing, the palms touch. Eagle arms. Connecting to the breath here. And if you'd like to come down, folding into it, and come back up. Breathing here. If you'd like, folding a little into it, and coming back up. All right, releasing the arms, releasing the legs. Fabulous. Great. Feet grounded, rooted, and secure once more, and counterparts are together. Inhale, lifting the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, we're going to come all the way back up. You can have your arms come up if that makes you feel good. And we're going to take the left leg out to the left side. We're going to take the right leg out to the right side. Taking a moment here. All right. Inhale, lifting the arms all the way up overhead. On an exhale, so you're actually, I should say, your toes can point a little bit out to the right, just giving a little bit of an angle, whatever your body, whatever your body is saying to you today. Because on an inhale, we'll lift our arms all the way up. Exhale, allowing the arms to cactus out and squatting into it. And connecting to the breath. Engaging your core, allowing your spine to be strong and supported. And as you support that, you'll notice you'll automatically have a strong supported spine. Your posture will lift up ever so slightly. And you can deepen it a little more if you'd like. Breathing here. Exhale, arms coming back up. And heart center. Okay. Taking the right foot, allowing that right foot to go out as if it's pointing straight ahead to the short edge of your mat. The left foot, allowing it to go parallel to the short edge of your mat. Okay. Right hand, let's go ahead and come down, letting that right hand to come down to the shin. The left arm fully extends up. Your gaze can follow. Again, we're doing a lot of balancing today. So your core is engaged, your spine is straight, your gaze is going up. Left hand is an extension of the right hand, so it's like one straight line. Breathing here. And exhale, we're going to come back up. All right, hands can come down. Let's twist this around. So the right foot's now going to be parallel to the short edge of the mat. The left foot is going to point towards that short edge of the mat. Taking a moment here, extending the arms all the way out. Left hand's going to come down. Right hand's going to be extended all the way up. Gaze is going to follow, engaging that core, opening up, connecting to the breath here. Another option is always having a block in these postures. And inhale, coming back up, hands can return back to your sides. Let's go ahead and bring our feet back in once more. You can allow them to come out ever so slightly. Okay, inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, going to bend back into it, engaging the core, bending the legs, arms cactus out. Connecting to your breath, remembering to smile. And arms returning back to center, coming in to heart center. Great. This time, allowing that front right leg pointing out towards the short edge of our mats, allowing that back left leg to go parallel once more to the short edge of our mats, taking our right hand. Actually, we'll take our left hand this time, allow the left hand to come down and allowing that right arm to come up. Gaze is going to go up towards the right, making sure that you have a slight micro bend in that right leg. And in fact, if you'd like to give that back leg a little bit of an angle, that's always appropriate in this case. Ooh. And inhale, coming back into center, twisting that right foot. So that right foot is now going to be a little bit as if it were parallel, and then allow it to be about 45-degree angle. The front foot facing the short edge of our mats. And this time we're going to take the right hand, you're going to twist it right around and slowly fold into it so that right hand is coming down. Gaze follows the left. Breathing here. It's interesting how depending on which way you face, changes how well balanced you are. Making sure that Front knee isn't locked. There is a slight micro bend there. So safety first there. And coming back all the way to center. Okay. And the soles of the feet on the mat, slightly facing the corners of your mat. On an inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, cactusing and allowing the hips to open up. Breathing here, connecting to your breath. And allow the hands to come all the way up overhead, bringing them down into heart center. Awesome. So this time, let's go ahead and go inhale, allowing the arms to come all the way up overhead. Exhale, forward folding down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, coming onto your mat. So you guys will be facing probably the short edge of your mat, and that is absolutely correct. So as if we're going into a tabletop position, we'll go ahead and open up the hips, taking that right foot all the way out to the right side of the right hand, allowing that back leg, if you desire, to come back a little bit. So walking it back a little bit. And we're just opening up the hips now. So connecting to your breath, noticing how the breath may have changed a little. If you'd like, you can fold into this. Really great for runners. Really great for everyone, but opening up those hips. Connecting to your breath. Inhale. If you're folded forward, go ahead and come back up into a standard position. And let's walk that right foot all the way over to the left. The foot can be closer to the body or further away. So find out what works best for you. Find out and listen to your body. And again, that back left leg, if you'd like, you can always put a towel or a blanket underneath the left knee. If you'd like, also, you can fold into this. Allowing the hips to open up. If anything feels unsafe, unsecure, or it's actually creating any kind of pain, definitely come out of it. The hip openers are really beneficial. Another modification could be coming up and allowing the weight to come onto that right hip and then folding into it. So that's an option as well for anyone that is just starting out with hip openers. The closer the foot is to the body, the easier it is. The further away from the body, the deeper the stretch for the hip. So don't ever force anything, of course. Inhale, if you're folded forward, lifting up and out of that. Tucking the back left toes, lifting the back left leg, taking the right leg to meet the left. You can come down into tabletop if that makes it easier, or you can stay in high plank. Taking the left leg, bring it up to the left hand, slowly lower down that right leg and right knee, untucking the back toes as well. Again, if you'd like, you can allow that right leg to scooch back a little bit if that's what your body's telling you. And that front left leg is, I don't know if you can see, all the way up here. All right. You can stay just like this, or if you folded into it on the right side and you are able, go ahead and fold into it on the left as well. I just did it for a brief few seconds, so try to just keep everything balanced out. If you do it for the whole time, do it for the whole time. If you do it for a little bit, go ahead and do it for a little. What we do on one side, we do on the other, so both sides of our body are getting treated equally. Connecting to your breath. And let's go ahead, if you're folded forward, coming up, allowing that left foot to walk its little self across your mat, coming down gently, repositioning yourself. Always good to have a blanket for that knee if you have any kind of joint issues, and that left foot. So what you do on one side, you do to the other. If you had this foot closer in, try to, on the opposite side, go ahead and do that. If you had it further away, go ahead and do that. Additionally, if you folded forward, you are welcome to do so at this time as well. Breathing here. All right, if you're folded forward, coming up. And let's go ahead and allow that back leg to tuck the back toes, lift that back leg, left leg to meet the right. Go ahead and paddle your legs out just a little bit, then coming down. And we're going to make our way onto our backs. So allowing ourselves to cool down a little bit. All right. And as you come down onto your back, bringing the legs in closer to the body. Let me try to get here a little bit more centered. And bringing in the legs closer to the body. You can rock side to side, interlacing around them if that helps. Rocking side to side, allowing that lower back to get some love. You're going to do circles if you'd like. All right, coming into stillness, allowing the soles of the feet to come all the way down onto the earth, allowing the hands to come to our sides. All right, let's go ahead and extend the left leg all the way up as if it's almost about to touch the floor, and bring it back. Right leg extends all the way out as if it's about to touch the floor, and then comes back. Bringing the legs up so they are forming about a 90 degrees. Extending that right leg down as if it's about to touch the ground, allowing it to come back. Left leg as if it's about to touch the ground and come back. Now the legs are going to go all the way up to the ceiling. Legs are strong, feet are flexed. Right foot's going to come as if it's going all the way down and then come back. Left leg as if it's going all the way down and then come back. Bringing the legs into the body, holding them, rocking side to side. Okay. And from here, you can go ahead and allow those legs as if they're almost about to touch the ground, having them bent. We're going to allow ourselves to roll up for boat. Gauging that core, connecting to the breath, balancing here, and coming down. All right, let's do that once more. So get that core ready. And we're going to go ahead and allow ourselves to come up. So pushing the body up, allowing yourself to sit up a little bit. If you'd like to extend the legs, you can go ahead and do that. If you'd like to keep them grounded closer to the earth, you're welcome to do that. So wherever your body's telling you today, maybe you do a little bit of both, and we'll come all the way back down onto the mat, extending our arms all the way up overhead, allowing the legs to go all the way down. Full body stretch. Okay, hands to our sides. Soles of the feet are going to come onto the earth once more. And hands are going to be on our sides. And as if the earth, you're pushing the earth away with the soles of your feet and energetically pulling in the thighs. Allowing yourself to come up into bridge posture. Connecting here, breathing it in. Exhale, coming all the way back down. Great. Taking the right leg, let's bring it over the left, avoiding the vulnerable areas. So avoiding the ankle and the knee, bringing in that left leg. And fingers interlacing around the thigh of the left leg. All right. So this is also opening up those hips, similar to what we were doing with the lizard and pigeon posture. And exhale, left foot is coming down onto the earth, right foot follows. And this time, left foot's coming all the way over the right, avoiding the ankle, avoiding the knee, and interlacing around that right thigh, bringing the legs in. Noticing your inhales, noticing your exhales, noticing your body. Maybe you've let go of some of that tension. And right foot's coming all the way down to the earth. Left foot is following. And let's go ahead, bring the legs into center and allowing them to open up ever so slightly. You can um, uh, interlace at the big toes, maybe the ankles, maybe the edge of the foot, whatever works for you for happy baby. Taking a moment here in happy baby. And exhale, bringing that back in. Bringing the knees in to meet one another, rocking side to side. And slowly allowing the body to roll to the left side. Arms are going to extend out, or if you don't have room, it's okay to cactus them. The gaze is going to go towards the right side. Trying to allow that right shoulder to come to meet the earth, not forcing it, but allowing gravity and the positioning of your body to allow for it. Inhale, bringing the legs in, allowing them to gracefully go to the right. Now the gaze is going to switch and it's going to go the opposite direction. So it's going to go to the left side. Again, allowing, if at all possible, the left shoulder now to come to the earth. Nothing forced, just allowing it if it's possible. And noticing how your breath might have changed from the beginning of our time together. And inhale, bring the legs into center. Right leg is going to go all the way out to the right corner of the mat. Left leg is going to go out to the left corner of the mat. Arms are going to come in towards your sides. Palms can face up or down, whatever you prefer. And slowly coming into stillness. And our last posture, Shavasana. Slowly lowering over onto your left side. Slowly, at your own pace, coming all the way up into an easy seated position. Your gaze can remain closed or your gaze can remain softened. Once you get into an easy seated position, allowing your hands to come all the way up overhead, palms touching, bringing the palms into heart center. Taking a great breath, big breath in. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives bring about that happiness and freedom for all. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing well. See you later.